Bit of a jarring sight these days when you glance up at Mount Hood. Now, here is a live look from our ski bowl camera right now. So much of the mountain exposed without the snow after a lackluster winter. And now experts are concerned that we may be in for another very mild winter. Fox 12's Nora Hart joins us now in the studio with how the shrinking glaciers on Mount Hood could have more of an impact than just on winter sports, right?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And if you've lived in Oregon any length of time, I know I was born and raised here, this is a pretty bizarre image. Mount Hood looking bare, looking more like a hill than a world-class skiing destination. Experts say it's easy to see the glaciers are slowly disappearing, and they say it all points to climate change. Dr. Andrew Fountain of Portland State University monitors the glacier up there on Mount Hood using aerial images from over the years, and he says it is shocking to see the shrinking snowpack on Mount Hood, but what's even more concerning is the impact that it could have on us down here in the lowlands. Dr. Fountain says our drinking water is at risk, and he says the ice melts fastest in the summertime, but the recent mix of no rain and diminished runoff is a bad combination. And he says this is more of a scientific issue than a political one, and that we should all be paying attention.
Retreating glaciers means climate warming. I don't think there's any way to get around it. And we can debate about it, but the glaciers are evidence of that. When they start advancing, you can talk to me about climate cooling, but until then, we're talking about climate warming.
There are 12 glaciers up on Mount Hood, and Dr. Fountain says the west and south side ones are in the most trouble, and that's because glaciers at lower elevations like the Sandy Glacier are melting faster than the ice is able to come down to replace them. Interesting fact there, and Dr. Fountain says this isn't just an Oregon issue. Mountains up in Alaska, even ranges across Europe are dealing with the very same problem, which could eventually contribute to rising sea levels. And Pete, if temperatures continue to rise, this site right here could be a little bit more of the norm, and it could stay that way late into the winter season.
It really is an alarming sight. I mean,
it is.
For those of us who've lived here for any length of time. All right, Nora, thanks so much.